Alright, Travis Wayne Goodsell. I just uploaded how YouTube can sue the Mormon church and get millions. So that's at 0 view right now. The one I did last night has a good amount for what I'm getting, regardless of YouTube's censoring of me. So 27 views. But what I'm more curious of is the percentage of likes to dislikes. It doesn't show the dislikes. I've cut them off so that nobody can see them, but I'll let you in on what's going on here. You can see last night's is at 100% with 3 likes. If nobody likes or dislikes, it shows neither. The other one I did yesterday, Seer Stones of Darkness, not too many people are interested in that, but we do have 1 like, no dislikes. The federal courts being notified, this, I'm kind of surprised. It's got a decent amount of 50, but there are some people who don't like that I've notified the federal courts. So that's very curious. And it's curious because you'll notice more 100%s here. 100% 3 likes, 100% 6 likes, 100% 7 likes. All, another lawsuit against the church for treason, war crimes, etc. And LDS church caught covering up evidence. And that's the interesting one, is that when I notified the cops, we get a dislike. When I exposed them having covered it up, we got 6 likes at 100% and 70 views. So that's interesting how people are getting attentive to different videos and putting dislikes, thinking that it'll affect the views. But I've noticed that by doing the censoring of the likes and dislikes, it's preventing the Russian trolls and Mormon trolls from coming onto my site and purposely racking up the dislikes, thinking that that'll scare people away. So this is proving to be more effective. So YouTube's done one thing right. And then we got some failed videos. Not too many people were interested in the Smith's Cooper shop. And the picture just came in for the most recent one. So it should be ready for you to watch now. And part 1, there was a dislike on that. It says 0.7. That's just rounded up. It's actually 6.666666666 to infinity. So that's pretty cool. Then I got a 666 percentage. And we get a couple of decent ones here. We got 1 like, only 11 though, for Jesus Christ, Birth Story as Apocalyptic Literature. That was a different type of video that I did. And that was the hour-long one. That was a lecture. And then 62 and 64 for 4 likes and 3 likes, both having to do with the lawsuit and the attempts by the church through their agents to cover it up. And then here we got a 50-50 with 42, again with the copper shop. And then 31 with the like. Yeah, that's my letter to the 70, guys. You've heard of the letter to the CES director, and most recently the letter to the IRS. Well, that's my letter to the 70. They actually responded on that through Wikipedia, making official policy changes for the church because of me. And then 4 likes, 100%, 2 likes, 100%, So this is a sweatshop. I was hoping this one would do better. So I'm kind of disappointed that word's not getting out about that. 4 likes, deep fakes, and then 1 like, 2 likes, and then 93, 1 dislike on that one. That's where Governor Herbert signed the homeless extermination order. And then 1 like, 50, again with the hundreds of billions, because that's the popular news story, so I'm taking advantage of it. Alright. And then I was surprised about this one, the Antichrist, $100 billion. It's got 266 views already. And it's just from the 19th, so that's 9 days ago. 21 likes, 100%. Very, very interesting. That's caught a lot of people's attention, and comments are up to 8 so far. I haven't checked this morning. Here's 75% for 89, where the church is lying in their first presidency statement. And then here's my correction to the initial reporting of the 100 billion. That's kicking butt and almost 400 now. And I guess I know other people are in the thousands to tens of thousands to hundreds of thousands, but for me, with YouTube censoring me, this is a good one. And it's very conflicted, as it's at 69% with 9 likes. And then denying charity, 80%. You know, seriously guys, do you understand that when you put a dislike on this reporting, that you guys are the bullies for the church? That this is what the lawsuit's all about? Because the church's corruption has corrupted Mormons. And you can see that Mormons are corrupt as they put dislikes about people complaining of the church's corruption. And so that's all you guys are doing, is exposing the truth of the church's corruption and your own for supporting and defending the church. And here's 139, 75%, and the multiple major lawsuits discussion, and 215 for the first video of the 100 billion. So this one is far surpassing as I corrected it, so it's good about that. And then, yeah, as you can see here, nobody was interested before the 100 billion. This is my normal views without a breaking news story. And so that's how badly YouTube was censoring me, and they just couldn't hold back the 100 billion that was in the minds of everybody throughout the whole world. So big differences thanks to the 100 billion news story. Alrighty. Yeah, you guys want to see the comments? I used to do comment replies on my other channel until YouTube shut me down for their religious hatred of me. Okay, we got 5 views. Watch this if you will. Oh, come on guys, don't make me watch Kwaku. I can't stand listening to Mormons lie for the church. It's just very upsetting and disturbing. And then Mormon church is just another prosperity church. Yeah, that prosperity gospel. John Oliver talked about that on his HBO show. The ones at the top of this pyramid scam, the church leaders, are the only ones getting rich and making sure their family's future are cared for, and they are a bunch of criminals, etc. Yep, so yeah, I'll let that go. I'm going to hold off on this. So be patient with me, Daniel, but please don't link me to Kwaku. What do you expect? Joseph Smith was a con man. So yeah, that's the Money Changers one I did last night. So, yep. But it's not Joseph Smith, guys. So Ed, you've been deceived by those who aren't doing a thorough research of church history. Let's see, with this one, the Mormons steal tithing money from the poor that can't afford it. Yep. And Cami, LDS Mormon Church silences my lawsuit against them. So that's interesting. She's got a lot to say on it. Well, not too much to say. I hate it when they do that. It shows everything, but then they say there's more, and then you click on more, and there's nothing more. Is there a way you can fundraise to raise the money you need? Yeah, I've tried going through that online money collection. I can't get anybody to start it up so that I can even get shown to others. You have to get, I think, 3 or 6 initial donors before that site will publicly advertise for you. And I just can't get anybody who wants to participate. And I tried on my website, and nobody wanted to participate. People are just looky-loos. They come to look and see all the excitement's about, but then they don't participate. On YouTube, it's all about the likes versus dislikes and the number of views. And so, yeah, that's the frustrating part, is the apathy of people. And how about asking people to share your video? Yeah, I've been doing that, but it's so common in other people's videos. It should be well known by now that that's what you do to get the word out. So for me to ask is ridiculous. People just are going to do it if they're going to do it. But like I said, most people are just looky-loos. I don't know how much information you can disclose regarding the lawsuit. I can disclose anything I want. There's no non-disclosure. It's public domain. It's on that website I keep posting for court documents and court cases. The paper site. But maybe a snippet of more info if you can. Yeah, like I did the one, let's see, yeah, she's going back to an older video. I did one the other day, and then found out that the church is trying to cover up the fact that the church is involved by paying off one of the people who were involved in my 2008 case against me. And so I was going to do a full video of my current lawsuit, similar to what that Nielsen guy did. He did a short summary. Mine was 20 minutes long as a summary, and then I intended to do the hours-long video for the full thing. So looks like Cami is interested to expose them. Keep posting your videos. I'm not going to stop, Cami, unless YouTube silence me again like they did on my other channel. This is my first time watching, so welcome. Maybe try to make it more interesting and engaging. I was doing that on my other channel, and that's why YouTube was more invested in shutting me down. And so I'm sticking to just me talking and holding off on doing all sorts of news clips and pictures and stuff like that to help illustrate my video and make it more interesting and engaging, as you call it, because I need to keep this going. YouTube shut me down on my other channel, as I mentioned. Facebook was selling our data to the Russians, and then my website shut me down the day after I submitted my initial court filing. So this channel on YouTube is the last chance I have to get any word out to the public through the internet. And so it's actually you guys that I need help with to spread the word. Let's see, people want to watch and subscribe. I'm actually getting a lot of subscriptions, so that's interesting. The 100 billion, as I mentioned, is getting more people to watch me. But don't do this, people. I'm no doctor, but I'm no lawyer, but I'm no politician, but I'm no YouTuber, but. So please don't do that, guys. Please don't do that. But I did just subscribe to It's Me Jesse earlier today. Yeah. See, Jesse, YouTube leaves her alone. She participates in the partner thing for advertisers, and so YouTube gives her extra privileges for paying them, and so she's able to get thousands upon thousands of views, and Jesse also allows everybody to comment, so the trolls are on full force on her channel. But I'm able to shut them down whenever they attack me when I make a comment on her channel. It helps to have been born and raised in the church and in there for almost 50 years and actually be devoted so that you are a scriptorian and a theologian and a philosopher of Mormonism, and well studied in the ancient languages of Egyptian and Hebrew to know all about the church and what they should be doing and aren't doing, and expose them for all their crimes, deceptions, and lies. But yeah, It's Me Jesse. She's not a Mormon, never was a Mormon. Missionaries appeared at her door last year in December, and she decided to study the Mormon Church, and that's how she learned of all the horrible things and has been doing videos to point them out as a person who was investigating the church. And then Mormons, of course, attack her. It's just so wrong to attack somebody who's investigating the church and has all sorts of questions that they're finding out about the church. So we'll approve that one. And so, Ed, I'm not going to approve What Do You Expect? Joseph Smith Was a Con Man, because you're missing the whole point of all my videos. Joseph Smith was set up and murdered by Brigham Young. And Mormons and critics don't understand that. And I need to check this video, and I'm not really wanting to, because I don't like Quacker. He's a liar for the church. And naive liar for the church. He's just a BYU student. So, alright, I'm going to stop now.